To arrive at this point, you have worked hard, you have endured a lot, including my PJs. But believe me, I will not crack a PJ today. No, see, if I crack a PJ today, you will laugh so much that you will pass out tomorrow. And in the last, I was looking for, and I see some of the parents here. So I welcome the parents. Whether they are here on campus at this place, or I know that there are some parents who have come and met me yesterday. Believe me, as your parents, they have gone through a lot so that you have reached here. So I welcome them. Before we begin the ceremony, I request Ms. Niveda Kannan to come and present a bouquet of flowers as our token of appreciation to our chief guest, Mr. Kedar Lele. Niveda. Now may I request our respected Dean, Professor Geeta Hegde, to introduce and invite the chief guest, Mr. Kedar Lele, Executive Director, Customer Development, HUL, Head of Customer Development, South Asia, and Chairman, Unilever Bangladesh.
Very good morning, and what a wonderful day. It's an award ceremony day, and such a such a wonderful morning today. Our chief guest, our governing council member, Professor Anand, parents, students, and our very own faculty members, a very warm welcome to this morning. And it's indeed my privilege to introduce our chief guest and one of our distinguished alumnus, Mr. Kedar Lele. Mr. Kedar Lele is a well-rounded business leader with 25 years of experience across general management, sales, and customer development, FMCG marketing, internet companies, and advertising. Kedar's purpose is to unleash the hidden energy that brings success and happiness to people, business, and society. Working with Unilever for 20 years and over 25 years of experience, Kedar has demonstrated strong leadership and performance track record across general management, customer development, and marketing, having led diverse businesses such as ice creams, infant and feminine hygiene, and channels such as Shakti. I remember teaching about Shakti HUL in almost 20 years back in my college when I was teaching sales and distribution. And it's a wonderful initiative. Rural, modern trade and e-commerce. He also brings a comprehensive understanding of India, having lived in 16 cities in India and Bangladesh, and its inherent competitiveness and complexities, people, leadership, business strategy, external relationships and alliances, go-to-market planning and execution as his key strengths. So Kedar, if you want to get any competencies across domains, across people, across complexities, I think you have an alumni here who will help you out. So thank you, Kedar, for being here. On personal front, Kedar is married to Shweta for over 22 years, blessed with 2 sons, Sanjay and Prakhar. Yes. So they love traveling together and playing golf, apart from bunch of things that all families do. Thank you so much. It's indeed an honor having you here. And I think there's a lot to learn through you over the period of 2 days when you're here. Thank you.
Professor Geeta Hegde, may I request you to present a memento to Mr. Kedar Lele? Yeah. Thank you, Professor Geeta. So now, it is time to declare and start MICA Oscars. And the first award, keeping to our focus on communication and marketing, the first award of this morning is in the specialization of advertising and brand management. As our, not only this, when I go for the admission, most of the students, when they come and they talk with us, they tell us, think marketing, think communication, think MICA. And this is a very popular specialization that attracts the maximum students. This year, we had 89 students who take this specialization. So there was, in a way, 89 nominees for this award. And this is Money Iyer Award for Academic Excellence in Advertising and Brand Management Specialization. Mr. Money Iyer needs no introduction. What can you say about a man who took over as managing director at the tender age of 38? Believe it. A man who pulled Ogilvy and Mather from a corporate crisis and reshaped into one of the most successful advertising agency in the country. The man, of course, is late Mr. S.R. Iyer, popularly known as Money Iyer, and this hall is named on his name, Money Iyer Hall, where we are sitting. After the retirement, Mr. Money Iyer has been the leader of MICA for the student, faculty, staff and the MICA Governing Council from April 1994 till 2001 March. He left this world on February 8, 2010, but left his footmarks in the world of advertising industry and of course MICA. MICA pays its tribute to this legend of Indian advertising industry by introducing MICA Money Iyer Award for Excellence in Account Planning and Management, Advertising Management. The award comprises of a merit certificate, a medal and a cash award. May I call Professor Kallol Das, who is area head of marketing, on the dais, and Professor Falguni on the dais to present this award together. So, any guesses? अच्छा जल्दी बताओ, मैं जल्दी बता रहा हूँ. With a GPA of 3.63, the award goes to Gitansi Bhayana. Thank you, Professor Kallo. Thank you, Professor Falguni. The next award is the AAAI Raman Memorial Award. The prestigious AAAI Raman Memorial Award is instituted in the memory of late Mr. T.S. Raman, one of the founding fathers of Indian advertising and the Advertising Agencies Association in India. A founder director of Everest Advertising, he bought over Dattaram Advertising in 1957 and ran it till his passing away in 1971. For the record, Dattaram Advertising Private Limited is the first advertising agency in India and successfully completed 100 plus years. Originally, Mr. Rajan Raman, Mr. T.S. Raman's son, offered the institute an annual AAAI Raman Memorial Lecture in his memory. For the first 2 years, there were lectures conducted by eminent personalities, but as seminars and workshops became the order of the day, the Raman Memorial Lecture metamorphosed into Raman Memorial Scholarship Fund in 1993. Accordingly, the meritorious student of the AAAI's 3-month creative workshop were the first recipient to be rewarded with the scholarship. But later, as many prestigious colleges started offering postgraduate diplomas in advertising, the AAAI Raman Memorial Scholarship Award moved in 1995 to Narsi Monji Institute of Management Studies, where the award was given to the first and second rank holders of the postgraduate diploma student. This went for the next 10 years, by which time NMIMS merged the various streams of a specialization into one MBA course, and NMI had no longer a course on advertising and communication. It was then that the suggestion of Mr. Madhukar Kamath, an AAAI Executive Committee member, then the AAAI Raman Memorial Scholarship Fund, decided to transfer the award jointly instituted by AAAI and Dattaram Advertising to MICA, where they would be given in addition to MICA Excellence Award. This comprises a merit certificate and a cash award. May I call again Professor Falguni Vasavra Ojha and Professor Anita Basalingappa to join us in giving this award. So, not keeping the suspense, the runner-up in this category with a GPA of 3.61 is Gaurangi Agarwal. Is Gaurangi present? No. Should I receive the cash at least on her behalf? If not, can one of her friends can come, or maybe anybody from MCSA can come and collect it? Yeah, you please come in here and collect it on her behalf. Thank you. Keep the cash to yourself. And the winner for this award, of course, is again Gitansi Bhayana. Hi. You should give me some commission because I am calling your name again and again. The next award is for the topper in communication area, for consistency and excellence in communication area for both the first and second year. As a sign of recognition towards a student who has engaged with communication and communication and cultural studies with consistent commitment, the Institute has introduced an award. This award is for application and performance of ideas in the communication domain. This takes into consideration consistency means performance in both PGP1 and PGP2. And for giving this award, May I call on the stage the area leader of the communication area, Professor Pooja Thomas. Thanks, Pooja. And the award comprises of a merit certificate and of course a cash award with a GPA of 3.80. The winner is Shireen Janana. I have never understood this shouts of Go Shireen because she is already coming here, so she is going. Go, okay. Sorry, I will. Please, you have to wait for some time, Professor Pooja. So, next is topper for cultural analysis and application. 1, 2, and 3 courses in the academic year 22-23. For securing the highest marks in the class and exhibiting exemplary industry application in the cultural analysis and application courses taken together. This comprises of a merit certificate and cash award, and with a GPA of 4.20, the winner is Ritvik Chauhan. At last a man. So now there is the next award is topper for consistency and excellence in business management area for both the years. The business management at the core has a general management focus emphasizing managing across borders and cultures. It builds the foundation of fundamental concepts, tools, and techniques of business practices and an overarching theme of the broader societal context within which organizations operate. The underlying ethos is to provide a holistic and interdisciplinary perspective and expertise to apply wherever there is an intersection of a human and technical form of knowledge. This takes into consideration the performance of the students in the first and second year of PGP. May I call on the stage the area leader of BM area, Professor Niyati Bhanja. This award comprises a merit certificate and a cash prize, and with a GPA of 3.62, of course it goes to Gitansi Bhayana. Next, yeah, I'm also feeling quite jealous of her. All of us are, no? Yeah. So, MICA Rural Immersion Project Award. This is the next in category. As part of the academic requirement, the second year students of PGDMC and PGDM conduct rural research in different parts of the country. Upon their completion of the rural research, they submit their research report, which is evaluated by the coordinating faculty and the team. The panel of faculty evaluate a student's effort on different parameters and assign the grades. This is a distinctive exercise that MICA has adopted, and it is appreciated by the industries. With more industries entering into rural market, we feel that the rigor should be promoted and the students should be motivated for quality research. We feel that MICA students should be encouraged to excel in rural research and produce quality output. To this effect, MICA has decided to award the top 2 teams. I'm looking for the yes, Professor Arvind Sinha. He was supposed to come here. Whether he is here? Professor Vaswani? No. Professor Shubhra Gaur? Professor Kalol, can you please come on the stage? Runners up in this category, the group is partnered with Coastal Salinity Prevention Cell and was mentored by Professor Niyati Bhanja on the project titled Effectiveness of IEC BCC Tools Used for CSPC, with a special emphasis on recall value and identification of the most appropriate communication tool in menstrual hygiene management program, and also to develop the case studies of the beneficiaries under the program. So the team members are, can you please come here, Miss Simran Viz, Muskan Malhotra, Suhana Das, Tanya Agarwal, Riya Narang, and Preksha Jain. Now, I will ask Professor Niyati as a mentor to come on the stage and congratulate them. Congratulate them. You have done the work. Thank you. Thanks, Niyati. No, please, you have to declare winner. And winner group in this category partnered with ASA Bhopal and was mentored by Professor Rasanand Panda. Project title, Developing Training Material for Organic Cotton Farmers of Pavi Jetpur, Chota Udaipur, Gujarat. And the winner team member are, of course, once again, Shirin Chanana, Rohan Shah, Prabhuti Vadya, Udit Sharma, Osama Khalid, and Ambuj Kasyap. Rohan has decided to.
Is this a cash vote? This cash is for
Why, Rohan? What was happening? Thank you, Professor Shubragor. Thank you, Professor Kallo. The next award is for the specialization of data science and business analytics. The data science and business analytics specialization major courses focus on three objectives, namely data-driven decision making, decision automation, and building products and services on data. The specialization ensures the student gain expertise in programming, database management, machine learning, deep learning, natural language processing, NLP, consumer insight mining, and marketing research. A capstone project led by Group M is also a part of the curriculum. The Data Science and Business Analytics Specialization Best Student Award is bestowed upon the student who has gained the highest level of expertise in all these concepts and has topped in all the assignments, exams, and projects. The award comprises of a merit certificate, a medal, and a cash prize. May I call on the stage Professor Ashutosh Dutt. With a GPA of 4.14, the award goes to Soptik Das. Soptik is not here, so may I ask one of his friends or somebody from MCSA to come and collect it? Thank you, Professor Ashutosh. Now the next award is a moment to recall one of the most loved faculty members at MICA, whom we unfortunately lost to COVID. Professor Jay Trivedi Memorial Best Student Award for Digital Communication Management. Professor Jay Trivedi was an excellent professor and researcher at MICA. He used to lead the digital platform and strategy area and teach the search and display advertising, social media advertising, content marketing, and e-commerce courses. He was so popular that I have seen a student ill, down with fever, but is still bent upon attending the classes. He was the one who introduced live project-based assignment executed directly on the market through the SDA course. Later, this approach was adopted by most courses in the DCM specialization. So he innovated pedagogically also. He demonstrated the highest level of excellence in his teaching and research and was absolutely loved by students, faculty, and indeed everyone in MICA. Some of the quotes which I have taken from students who are no longer here, they have passed out, alumni. And I read verbatim from the quotes. He is one of the best professor at MICA, highly knowledgeable and knows exactly what is asked from the student. Loved his example. We all know he is the person to go for anything related to digital marketing. Thanks for teaching us, sir. Fun teacher, clears the concept amazingly well, very knowledgeable and is very sweet to all the students alike. Very empathetic and loving teacher, a true gem in MICA. He is so patient and helpful, take all queries. Definitely one of the best faculty who have put a lot of hard work. The best faculty to teach digital marketing in India. Should rather have him take all the courses. Such a delight to attend his classes. Believe me, you are missing his teaching. We all are. We lost Professor Jay to the COVID on 7th May 2021. His radiant smile, winning wage, and just the highest standard of scholarly achievement in teaching, research, and services will be a living memory for us at all times. The void that he leaves behind cannot be filled, no matter how much we try. In his memory, we present the Professor Jay Trivedi Memorial Best Student Award for Digital Communication Management to the student who has have topped all the courses in DCM specialization. To provide this award, we have invited Mrs. Shilpa Jai Trivedi, and I call her on stage. Mrs. Shilpa Jai Trivedi. May I also request the area leader of the DPS area, Professor Mayank Kumar, to join us on the stage. The runner-up in this category will get a merit certificate and a cash award. With a GPA of 3.60, the award goes to Hitesh Khanna. And the winner, who will get a merit certificate, medal and a cash award, is with a GPA of 3.8, Mahima Ganesh. The winner of this award should say Jai Ho. Next award is DCM Capstone Best Project Award for academic year 22-23. The project is about to how to build. This is a DCM Capstone project, how to build up a lean startup and successfully organize sales, marketing and business development, particularly using the customer development methodology. A student fully developed business model and plan, working prototype, MVP, confirmed founder teams and investor pitch is as key deliverables. So basically in short, this award is given to people who have shown their acumen in digital entrepreneurship through this particular project. So may I call on a stage the area leader of this specialization, Professor Mayank Kumar, and our Dean, Professor Geeta Hegde, to confer this important award. With a GPA of 4.33, the winner is, and I think you would have guessed it, Mr. Sanjay Prasad. Thank you. The next one is Search and Display Advertising Best Project Award. the Search and Display Advertising Project or SDA Best Live Project. Please remember this is a live project. Award is given to a student group which shows a complete understanding of the live environment in the field of search and display advertising. It is a recognition of their skill at managing the various factors that are constantly at play in a live environment. The award also recognizes teamwork and their ability to work together towards delivering a live project to a real client. This is a group award. The award comprises a merit certificate and a cash prize. The winning group is Section B, Group 1. And I know that none of you remember it. So now I will read the names. Piyush Modi, Rohan Seth, Vishav Chawla, Akarsha Gopa, Gaurangi Agarwal, Uditi Kukreja, Abhishek Joshi, Mehak Rajput, Rohan Shah was there in the audience. You have to say go Rohan go. The reluctant winner. The next award is Digital Marketing Analytics Best Project Award. The Digital Marketing Analytics. The Digital Marketing Analytics Best Project Award is bestowed upon the student team that has demonstrated absolute excellence in digital marketing analytics live project. So this is analytics. The project itself demands the team to demonstrate the highest level of both creativity and analytical ability throughout the project. The team, now this is the interesting part, the team are required to open an online t-shirt print on demand store, plan and execute digital campaigns on various ad networks, track visitor data associated with a bunch of parameters on Google Analytics, and finally use machine learning to optimize resource allocation to maximize traffic, user engagement and conversions. The students are tested on all dimensions of Bloom taxonomy, namely remembering, understanding, applying, analyzing, evaluating and creating through this live project. This is also a team project and therefore a team award. The award comprises of a merit certificate and a cash prize. May I ask Professor Asutosh to join us on the stage with Professor Mayank to give this award. The winning group consists of Mr. Ambuj Kashyap, Osama Khalid, Osama, Vedang Krishnan. Once again, the reluctant winner, Rohan Shah, Udit Sharma and Shubhang Sharma. Thank you. No, there is one more. There are a lot of awards in the digital. Next award for digital is e-commerce best project award. And this award is given to team of a student for designing the best e-commerce strategies for e-commerce business idea in the elective subject of e-commerce for DCM specialization. The project were focused on designing e-commerce strategies from the perspective of value propositions, revenue model, technology architecture, digital marketing and supply chain strategies. And there are 3 teams who have won this award. So there is a second runner-up, first runner-up and the winning team. I will invite all of them on the stage one by one. The second runner-up team consists of Ms. Sahana Das, Vedant Krishnan, Udit Sharma, Isha Gupta and Nitya Nandamuri. If only 2 of you are there, should I keep the rest? No, he is Krishna, no, so he doesn't mind Professor Krishna. Thank you. The first runner-up consists of, मुझे ये नाम कहते हुए बहुत खुशी हो रही है, खुशी जोशी, नेत्र नारंग, भीसा गोस्रानी, देबो स्मिता भट्टाचार्य, ऋषिला चक्रवर्ती and Dimple Nagila. So none of the team members are here. So please keep it with your self-examination department. And the winning group is group number 1, which consists of Isha Sabarwal, Monica Madugula, Twinkle Madan, Akshay Gaur, Urvi Sarma and Ritvik Brahma. Keep all of them. Thank you, ma'am. So the next award is for media and entertainment management. So Professor Santosh, please. मीडिया मैनेजमेंट, अगर संतोष गो हो जाएगा तो बचेगा क्या? एवरीबडी शुड हैव संतोष. Media management essentially deals with the role of various media in building the brands. The concentration encompasses a range of topics like media buying, media planning, and strategizing the latest addition of the entertainment space like brand entertainment and media across the media. From a statistical tool required for assessing the performance of media vehicles for the purpose of media auditing to the development across the media space in terms of technology and content, the concentration aims at offering a holistic perspective to the student and equip them with required skill sets before they embark upon their journey as a future media professionals. The award comprises a merit certificate, a medal and a cash prize. May I invite our Dean, Professor Geeta Hegde, to give this special award with Santosh. Yes, of course. And with a GPA of 3.53, the winner is Anurag Khandelwal. Yeah. The next award is called Divya Bhaskar Scholarship of Academic Excellence in Media and Entertainment Management. The Divya Bhaskar Award is given to the most proficient student in the area of media concentration in the postgraduate diploma in management communication. The award is in recognition of their integrity and strive for competence in the various domains of media management. And there are two awards here in the form of a merit certificate and cash award. Runner-up in this segment with a GPA of 3.49 is a tie between Rohan Dev and Sharanya Sethi. And the topper with a GPA of 3.53 is Anurag Khandelwal. Thank you. And next is the award for advanced courses. Each student is required to choose two courses from advanced courses, namely Marketing with Responsibility, Gamification, Geopolitics and Business, and Behavioral Economics. May I call on a stage Professor Pooja Thomas and Professor Shubhra Gaur. The award is in the form of merit certificate and cash award, and the topper of this category is Suvansh Kesar. Yeah. So may I call on a stage the chair of dissertation committee, Professor Vani, for this academic year, and Professor Harmony Siganpura if she is here. She is in US. So this is the best dissertation award. And MICA students are encouraged to contribute an original piece of knowledge by way of presenting dissertation based on independent research. The process helps a student display a scholastic performance, enhanced knowledge creation in communication management. Satisfactory completion of dissertation is part of the requirement for completing the postgraduate diploma in management. So, in this category, the best dissertation award, the runner-up is Decoding Consumer Gen G Preferences Towards Micro-Credential for Career Advancement, and that is Tanvi Sirsak. And she has been ably guided by Professor Viral Nagori. And the winner is, of course, Jigyasa Surya Vanshi. And the title of her project is Effect of Augmented Reality while using social media influencers on customer engagement and purchase intention. And she has been guided by Professor Varsha Jain. Thank you. The next is Sales Strategy Competition. Sales Strategy Competition was how many? Okay, sales is, so that is many, of course, Professor Many. So the sales strategy competition was designed to provide students with an opportunity to test their theoretical knowledge in the practical world of field sales. The Center for Sales and Customer Relationship Management identified 3 projects with live sales problem. This year, the PGP2 students opting for it as a minor selected a live case from a partner, Wood Pressed Oil and Company, an organic oil startup from Ahmedabad. The students were required to work with 1 internal mentor from MICA and 1 mentor from the partner organization for the live case. The sales strategy competition attempted to convert the knowledge gained through classroom discussion and implement the same in the live sales situation. May I call on the stage Professor Mini Mathur to give away these awards. The 5 students who worked as a team and won the awards are Abhilasa Kukreja, Nikhil Namdev Bhosle, Aditya Tripathi, Anurag Khandelwal and Tanvi Goel. Thank you. Next in the award category is KEIC Best User Award. So this is the award which is given to person who has used the library the most. And this award has taken into consideration parameters such as physical visit, hours spent, books borrowed, and pages viewed online. And may I call Mr. Neeraj Patel, our librarian. And the award is in the form of merit certificate and a cash award. And for PGDM-C and PGDM batch, it is Ashwarya Kasera. She is not here. And from CCC batch, it is Vaibhav Pachisia. Next, there are a couple of awards, important awards, which are still waiting. And those awards are Dean's Award for exemplary conduct and satisfactory performance. Another award, which is very, very important award, are the Best All-Round Performance Award, which is still waiting, and there are awards for CCC or Crafting Creative Communication. But before we go there, it is time to listen to some words of wisdom. And for that, I have the honor to invite Mr. Kedar Lele, who will come and who will narrate his words of wisdom, which will inspire us. Mr. Kedar Lele.
All right. A very good morning to all of you. It's customary to say that I'm delighted to be here, so I'll say that. But I realize that as things change, they also remain the same. 25 years ago, it used to be a hall which would get filled in from this side and will remain empty on this side. It's still the same. There's still a healthy disregard for getting up early and coming to anything that was academic or anything to do with awards. I still loved the way you guys were dressing up. It looked exactly how it is when you get up from the bed. Also, I realized that the importance of keeping the awards a secret is a bad idea. Because there are people who believe that they are not going to get anything anyway. So it's better to stay in the bed and have that breakfast than being here. Mr. Khandelwal has earned enough not to work for a few years. Very well done. Aishwarya seemed to be still in the library. And the man who walked after Aishwarya seemed to suggest that AC मेरे रूम में काम नहीं करता था, इसलिए मैं पूरे साल लाइब्रेरी में बैठा हुआ था. Is this the laptop projecting there? Okay, yeah. All right. So if you can, okay, I can see it. See, you've been around for 2 years. So there's another death by PowerPoint. Let's do that. But my PowerPoint is very simple. Okay, good. That's it. There's not much here. And I must say, I don't have too many words of wisdom to offer, but we'll have some good conversation maybe, and maybe you could ask a few things if you want to. When I was told that you're going to be invited as a chief guest for this occasion, I didn't know what this occasion meant, because when I passed out, there used to be one award, one gold medal for the student from the batch, and now I understand that millennials like to be appreciated for being present. And we love that, isn't it? I also wondered just now that the award for dissertation should be taken out next year because ChatGPT is now here. I graduated from this school 25 years ago, sounds like yesterday, and I had the maybe a informal badge of being an all-round student. I never got any award. I passed out of this place without a certificate or a medal, but I took away something which was more valuable. I took away friends for life. I took away the ability to communicate. Took away the ability to stand up for what I believed in, and I took away ability to thrive and to be able to build a life. So maybe I'll reflect a little on that. And I used to be very passionate about the field of communications until I got interested in business and running of teams and so on. And I felt that maybe my education and whatever I had given to myself was inadequate at that level, and hence I went to another B school, and then I joined Levers. For the last 20 years I've been around. But today, as you graduate, I wish to speak to you about a subject that has become very close to my heart, which is about building a fulfilling life and a career. And when I say fulfilling life, it's life that we can be proud of, a life that allows you to be at peace with yourself. It doesn't really come out of getting consistent promotions or earning shitload of money or anything else, but it comes out of having a few colleagues and friends that you can meet up at midnight. You can drop in, you can lean on, and they can do the same. It also comes out of having your customers and clients and people that you work with respect you for what you bring to the table. Your business-like demeanor, growth orientation, and maybe consumer centricity, things that you learned on campus and off. It comes out of having being able to spend some evenings with your loved ones, with your spouses, with your parents, friends, without having the cell phone next to you, and giving that undivided attention to those conversations, and sometimes doing this with a stranger as well. And why do I decide to talk about this? Because everything else you guys have learned any which way. And in these 25 years that I've been around, I thought I could share these with you as my learning and things that I look back and said, it would have been so much nicer if somebody told me these things when I was graduating, because these things you have to learn on your own. So for me, the language indeed began here. We used to say in those days, MICA, the language begins here. These days it's a school of ideas, because you're already learned the language before you came here. And just to ask, there's not much on the slides, so don't worry. It's just to keep your attention on the stage more than anything else. The first principle that I have is stay humble, because humility is not taught in the school. Some of you must be thinking that it's been 2 years now, I've achieved a degree, I know how things are, and you will walk out of the portals of this place with a halo behind your head, and you would want to write the strategy of the organization or the team that you're going to be working with. But remember, the consumers, the markets, the customers, the environment is consistently shifting. Your life is just beginning, and embrace the idea of lifelong learning, because that's what will keep you humble. Walking into a role, an assignment, tell yourself that I'm a novice. I will know enough when I know enough. And when you do that, the humility will keep you grounded. It will keep you wanting to learn from people who might or might not have done well. Just an example, I came back to India after 4 years, and 4 years is not a long time. I came to Ahmedabad 5 years ago, and I see Ahmedabad being very, very different today. And I went back to every person who had done the job that I do today, 5 of them in last about 18, 20 odd years. And with each one I asked this question, about half an hour of interview, saying, what would you do differently? And if you could do this job today, how would you do this? Just to create a learning journal for myself and tell myself that I have got this job and it's a privilege, and I should be able to do well because I stand on the shoulders of those who have done this before, and on those people's successes where I will be building this. Keep that on, and next 30 years of your professional career you will enjoy, because the day you know that you know enough, you'll stop enjoying what you're doing. That's first. This was an interesting one, isn't it? It would have happened to you. Many a time you went to a professor, a teacher, a coach, and he said no. Be a person who doesn't take no for an answer. Why not? It's very easy when you join an organization that a rule book will be thrown at you, saying this is how things are done here. Stand up and ask questions saying why. Because you know what? Over 3 generations, people have forgotten why things are done the way they are. And they are just waiting for one person who will come and say, why do we do these things here in this manner? And there are ways and means of getting job done, and you should find a way of making people's no's into yeses. Because remember, why we came to this school is to create influence, change behaviors, and behavior change doesn't happen in a day, it takes a long time. And that can only happen when you find one sliver of yes, which can get you to many places. There's a Hindi song in Bollywood. Have you heard that? Aaj somwar hai nahi, something nahi, tumko mujhse pyar hai nahi. And the lady who wanted to say nahi actually starts saying yes, 3 yeses, and after that it's very difficult to say a no. And that's how things keep moving. And people who ask why things aren't like this are the ones who change the world. And I hope in this class we would see people who would change the discipline that you guys are going to be joining in. 3, everyone appreciates the quality of intellect and brain and analysis that you bring to the table. Many often, or quite often, we get stuck in finding the perfect solution that you want, which was fine when you're writing your exams maybe. It was fine when you're writing the one article that you had to write to submit, when the question was, what does MICA building say to you? When you came in the communication class, we had that. For 7 days, 6 days, I didn't know what was MICA building telling me. On 7th day, I wrote something and got a C, but it takes time. When it comes to decision making, remember, in any organization, team that you work in, speed of decision making will trump the quality of decision making, because your quality is not going to be 20, 30 on a scale of 100. You will start with 60, 70. Don't try and make it 95, 100. And have the humility, principle number 1, to go back and say, I made a mistake and I may want to change it now, again with speed. Because I keep telling this to all people who work for me, saying we work for FMCG business, isn't it? It's called fast moving consumer goods, which means make decisions fast enough. We are not SMCG business where you can take calls for over a month or 2 or 3, because you get chance to fix it when the time comes. So make decisions fast enough. You might have, I was observing who all are getting what kind of awards and so on, and you'll always see that in a team, when you work, there were teams where all women came together. There were teams where all boys came together. By design, we don't choose diversity. By design, we choose people who are like us, because we like spending time with them, we like talking about the same conversations. When you build a team, look for diversity, look for complementary strengths, and build on those strengths. You guys are getting to the age where you'll be told in the organizations that, ये तो ठीक करते हो, but ये 4 चीजें तुम ठीक नहीं करते हो. Yeah, fix this. Your type indicator is not right for the company, and so on and so forth. You'll fix a little bit, but you won't be able to change what's cool about you. Imagine Ramakant Atrekar looked at Sachin and said, यार छोटा है, but no, इसको बैटिंग तो ठीक है, इसको बॉलिंग कराते हैं. ये एंगल से अगर बॉल करेगा तो ज़्यादा विकेट ले पाएगा. And we would have not had a Sachin Tendulkar that we had. So build a team where there are different skills which come together, because diverse thinking, diverse background are the things which add richness to the conversations and to decision making. Make a conscious note that when I have the freedom to build a team, I will bring diversity of thought to the process. And that's important one. And you know what? We always had the diversity in India. It's just that Westerners are telling us to bring diversity, yeah? Because if you look at your professors who walked in here, there are 7 mother tongues being spoken or more. Yeah, we come from different backgrounds, and that's the richness of conversation that India has always had. That is why we talk about anekta, ekta mein ekta, and so on and so forth. We have the university unity in diversity only because there is so much of diversity in this country to begin with. But that's becoming a thing in workspaces. So do that. Lesson 5, experiment. I hope you experimented enough on the campus. You don't get rewarded for those experiments here. But you will get rewarded if you experiment when you walk out and do your jobs. And it's similar to saying find another reason to do something that you really want to. Google had this, saying we will allot 20% of time to something that you are passionate about. Because people who experiment are the ones who find the next frontier. Those are the things which will really keep you engaged. Those are things which will give you joy of working. Because those small failures and small successes tell you the direction of travel. So keep experimenting. Don't give up on that. Build a team. When I was studying and getting out, creative was a big thing, and creatives were always alone, right? Because there was Naved, there was Freddy, there was Piyush, but each one of these guys always worked with a team. Because nobody tells us this, that business is a team sport. I is not bigger than the team that you work with. The team is not bigger than the function that you work for. The function is not bigger than the department that you work for, and the department is not bigger than the organization that you work for. If you decide that I win when we win, it's a better idea than I win at all cost. Simple things which we realize much later in life, that only if we had started with these principles, possibly everyone together reaches to a better place. Team is also an acronym for together everyone achieves more, right? Find heroes. We found some heroes here. Some heroes got more higher or bigger round of applause than the other ones. But what are this hero business? I realized early in my life, when I started leading companies and teams, that there are people who are driven by a higher purpose. There are people who go beyond the call of their duty. There are people in this audience who are not winning an award but still here to clap for others. Yes. This world goes around because of those people. Because just imagine there were 15 people sitting here who had to come to the stage and get the award. What's the fun in that? When you're a leader, you need people who follow you. And sometimes those followers also become leaders. So there are people who are driven by the call of a higher order purpose. And those are the ones who are heroes. Find them. Recognize them. You guys have learned the art of storytelling, of communication. Find their stories and tell this to others. Because you know what? We don't get inspired by religion anymore. Anyone gets inspired by religion these days? No. We get inspired by stories of people who are like you and me, and yet are doing something which is exceptional. Find those stories. Meet those people. And then spread that to others. That's our job. Have some patience. You'll be walking out of this place in 6 months' time. You'd want to change the strategy of the organization. I sometimes have realized that organizations are like large trees. Right? Have you heard this? With monkeys sitting on different branches. The monkeys on the top, when they look down, they see other monkeys' smiling faces. Because they're looking up. And the monkeys that are in the lower branches, when they look up, all they see is assholes. I could take the liberty of telling this here because it's MICA. I wouldn't say this in a more formal setting. Because you decided to come in those round neck t-shirts and pajamas, it was fine for me to make this comment. But the point I wanted to make is, when we start off, we believe that strategic thinking is what we have learned, and we would want to shift that on the day that we get there. But remember this, patience is a virtue, right? And you would learn that. I always tell youngsters who are joining the company that you are hired for executional leadership. Please tell us what is being done has been told to you. How it can be done better is where you add value. Then you get to a place where you do people leadership. You become manager of people, manager of managers. Then you start learning how thought gets converted into actions. And then you get to thought leadership. Because then you have to think about where this organization, world, strategy is going. and then start bringing that into what actions should we be taking today to get to where we want. Just imagine if you reverse the order. The top leadership thinking about today and the executional leadership thinking about the future. Can work. Just that there'll be a chaos. And hence, have the patience, because sustained growth will require sustained superlative thinking, and then supported with action. So think about that. Stand up for what you believe in, because MICA gives you the freedom, right? When you came here, you were different individuals. This sense of freedom that MICA 18-acre campus, unadministered, usually acceptable or accommodates all sorts of idiosyncrasies and excuses and still supports you, allows you to start having a conversation about what do you stand for? What do you believe in? Do you want to stand up for what you believe in? And if you've got that confidence, then keep that with you, because that will keep you in good stead. Because I strongly believe that your intellect will allow you to think right in most circumstances, most locations. If not, you will always have friends to concur with, talk to, get your ideas broken into pieces and rebuild them. But do that, because once you stand up for what you believe in, you will have self-respect, and that's important. Try and find your purpose. Today's purpose could be, I have to get a job so that I can pay my loan. Good enough. I have to get married in the next 2 years. Good enough. I have to do enough to make a dent in the universe. Good enough. But let this purpose not be a dead document. Let this be a alive and breathing idea which you will come back to maybe once in a year and say, what is it that I am doing? What is it that really gets me out of the bed every morning? Is it the money that I get? Is it the paycheck? Is it the satisfaction of working on this campaign, this idea, or doing something else? I have found that when I have mentored people, half of them leave the company. When I have found that I have been able to unlock what they really want to do, instead of saying, this company pays me well, so let me just stay with the rut. And they don't get inspired or energized to get to office every morning. And most of those who have gone out have really done well for themselves. They have what I call as fulfilling life. Because that, at the end of the day, is the search that we are all in, the pursuit of happiness. So when you do all of this, of course, keep having the fun that you've done enough on this campus, and would love to continue some of it outside. Because I do believe that the 2 years of tapasya that you've done is coming to an end, and now you can go and fly high, because the skies have meant to let your soar be as high as you want to be. So unlock any inhibition that you had or still have, and keep flying high. All the best, and keep running.
Thank you, Mr. Kedar Lele. And now for some very, very prestigious awards, may I invite our Dean, Professor Geeta Hegde, and our Chief Guest, Mr. Kedar Lele, to present Dean's Award for Exemplary Conduct and Satisfactory Performance. So this is an overall award which is not only based on academic excellence, but overall excellence. So the award statement says, MICA celebrates a student holistic learning, including sincerity, professionalism, and academic achievement as a professional. The Dean's Award for Exemplary Conduct is given to 3 MICA students to recognize the overall best and balanced effort towards academic, campus and corporate activities, community contributions, and student leadership and global citizenship. These are the three awards for PGDM-C and PGDM, and there are 3 awards for Triple C. The awards are in the form of merit certificate and cash award. So the MICA PGDM-C and PGDM Deans as exemplary awards winner are: first, Mr. Shubhang Sarma. And let me mention the fact that Shubhang his attendance is 100%. The second name is David Caleb. And the third name is Sachi Desai. And now for the students of Crafting Creative Communication. Palak Jaisawal. Next name is Sakshi Chabra. And the last name is Shaurya Gupta. May I request you to stay for the next award, please? And the next award is Satpal Singh Virdi Memorial Award for the Best All-Round Performance. This award is awarded to the student who have excelled not just in academics but in various other spheres such as competition, committee work, and leadership roles, sports, etc. The award, constituted in 2011, has been sponsored by a MICA alum who wishes to remain anonymous in the memory of a batchmate who passed away, Mr. Satpal Singh Virdi. For choosing the winner of this award, we invited the student to send in their self-nominations, and later a review committee went over the application received and chose the winner. The award consists of a merit certificate and a cash award. The Best All-Rounder Award, which this year is a tie, the competition was very tough, and it is tied between two students, and that is Kushagra Tomar and Sagun Sarma. Kushagra and Sagun Sarma. And it seems Kushagra is not here. So somebody on behalf of Kushagra, maybe, yeah, you are okay. So, thank you. So now the next award is for CCCA students. May I call on a stage Professor R.M. Simha and Professor Falguni. And the first award is on Best Brand Identity Award, and that is given to Yakuta Bootwala. The second award is Best Long Copy or and Packaging Award, not packaging. I was told to announce it specifically that is not packaging, it is Packaging Award, which is quite wacky. And this award goes to, of course, Mr. Vaibhav Pachisia. The next in category is Sai and Anuja Award for Virtuosity and Leadership. And this award goes to Mr. Govind Pillai. Leaders, this award for leadership, and leaders wear a cap. And then it is Best Filmmaking Award, and for that it is a group project and there is a tie between two groups. The first team or first group is YouTube and the second group is Zomato. So first let me invite the YouTube team, Mr. Anant Verma, Khushi Narula, Kshitij Pandey with K silent, Palak Javeri, Pranav Gupte, Shaurya Gupta, Soumya Sofat, Tanisha Chabra. And now let me call Team Zomato, Mr. Govind Pillai, Jigyasa Sarma, कृतिका कक्कर, समृद्धि उपाध्याय, श्रुति माथुर, सनी कल्याणी, वैभव पचीसिया and Vibha Ravichandran. Thank you. May I invite Professor Geeta Hegde and our chief guest to give President's Award for Best Integrated Digital Campaign of the Year to CCCS students, please. And for this, there was supposed to be 3 awards. That was first, second and third. But the top 3 individuals are on a tied score. So there is a tie between these 3. So there is no first, second, third, but there are 3 first award winners. And those winners are first, Vaibhav Pachisia. In his career, he will win at least 25 awards. And then another first is Soumya Sofat. And the third first is Shruti Mathur. Thank you. So this is all the awards which we have to give, but there is a special note for congratulations to all the winner, and congratulations to everybody also who has been in this journey. See, what I want to say is that the awards are not the goal, but the journey which you have completed, the journey and the joy that you have experienced in the journey, that in itself is an award. I will now invite our Dean to give a congratulatory note on the performance of not only the award winners but also everybody who is here. Professor Geeta Hegde.
Thank you. So it's indeed an honor to congratulate each one of you. I think for us in MICA, if you have cracked the MICA code, that is the MICA code, you're already a winner. So a big round of applause to each one of you here for coming here and being here and being a MICAN already. So I think you've already won a lot of awards with that. But of course, our chief guest Kedar said that we need to look at this award differently. Kedar, do you think that constituting more awards will work? So I think we'll look at that. Maybe have few more awards in different disciplines. Maybe that will get all of us together once again. But I saw a lot of happiness, not only in the awardees who got awards, but also the faculty members, excitement, and the pleasure to come and give away the awards. I think that is something that we all cherish, and I think that happiness is something that we see across all stakeholders. So on behalf of my faculty team, staff, all MICAns, including alumnus Kedar, I congratulate each one of you. And I think there should be a best among equals, and that's what it was here. But definitely, congratulations once again, and another round of applause to the awardees especially. Just a couple of things that I wanted to tell you. A brilliant mind does not confine to one discipline or one way of thinking. In fact, a true genius seeks connections and relationships across barriers to build a new understanding to the world around us. And I think that's what we all do in the 2 years at MICA. As Kedar already mentioned, the relationships that we build in the 2 years will stand forever, and I see that happening throughout across the few years. The 28 odd years that MICA has produced MICAns and alumnus. I see that all MICAns as alumnus are there for MICA and the other MICAns. So I think this is something I request you to carry forward, and I'm sure I don't have to tell so to do so, because the connections and the fondness that MICAns have for MICA is amazing, and I've not seen this anywhere else, not as much as I see in MICA. So keep it going. So all of you have passed many life tests so far. As I told you not very long ago, you would have cracked the code of MICA and you've come here to this prestigious institutions, while thousands of your contemporaries who have been aspiring to get into MICA have not gotten. So, there's a very small a set of people who could come up to aspire to MICA, and in that, all of you have actually got into MICA and completed 2 years here. So you can imagine the amount of intelligence and amount of experiences that you got through, not only through the faculty and the classroom environment, but also through the peers and the various committees that you've got into. So I'm sure the learnings and the experience that you have had through at MICA will take you keep you along stead and take you far and high. So at MICA, actually, we've been constantly working towards tailoring the courses and adding most current and futuristic skills to our curriculum offerings, and we will come back to you. We've been hearing feedbacks from alumni, and so very soon we will also come back to you to understand what more do you need from us through through our curriculum and the tireless efforts of the faculty, and that we can support from MICA's existing community, which includes our alumni and industry connects as affordable, and to see that what global standing and how MICA currently and excels in the global standing that MICA holds. As you have seen in the last few years, and currently very recently with the ChatGPT, what Kedar also mentioned, we are, as a team, we are working doubly hard to see whether to have a dissertation. That conversation is on. So he also mentioned that how do we handle this about having whether to continue with the dissertation or to find out better learning through the metaverse, through the ChatGPT and so on. So I think that also is something that we are working on, and I suppose the students themselves will help us find out way in which we can still work with the generative AI, while everybody else talks about having a moratorium for generative AI for maybe a few months, because AI is taking over our human beings. Is that a concern? Now I think MICA being ahead of time, we will still work with metaverse, ChatGPT, and see how we can excel and still have that human edge in spite of all those. So we'll still go ahead with the dissertation and still catch you if you copy. So that's what is our intention. But you know, what I'm trying to say is that as Micans, I'm sure we are all, you know, ahead of the curve. So yeah. And of course, MICA has provided you with a platform where you have carved out an identity for yourself and have developed a vision for your future. So as again, I think the chief guest did mention about profound words that he said about questioning, asking why not. And I think that is what we have seen, and I hope that we have inculcated that strength in you to stand up for whatever, which you do. Which we've seen and which we you know, allow you to do during the course of 2 years itself. Interestingly, in one of the admission process, there's one student, you know, potential aspirant of MICA said, what I liked about MICA is that faculty essentially don't teach, but they have conversations in MICA. So I think keep this go. You know, we will keep this going, and going forward, I request all of you to keep the conversations going as Micans ask why dissent and ask why not. Yeah. So I'm sure that these awards specifically have instilled a sense of pride amongst the winners, while also developing a desire amongst your peers to do even better, as there will be a lot of opportunities coming your way, a lot of them that you can create, and also that lot of them that you can excel, and perhaps a lot of them that you can create also, you know, disrupt and create opportunities for yourselves. So I would just like to, you know, talk about a couple of stories maybe, or incidences which has happened, and something that I'm reminded of now is a very inspiring story of a struggling actor in the 1970s who actually, I don't know if you know him or heard of him. I've given away the gender, but yeah, you know, who was on the streets, and he was having a few roles, and then he had to get into, he actually was not having enough food to eat and perhaps living on the streets. Can you guess who? I'm saying Rajkumar. Any other guesses? See, the students are much ahead of us. Very good. Sylvester Stallone. I was talking about him. Well done. So, and you know the story, what happened. You know, he had to sell his pet, the dog, because he didn't have enough money to feed the dog. And, you know, interestingly, that is a life lesson in itself, that when you are struggling, when you have no money, there won't be many friends. Perhaps, you know, you'll have just a dog, you know, a dog as a companion, because that's how life is. But what happened to him after that? He saw this, you know, television show on an underdog boxer who went on to win. Muhammad Ali wrote a story. More important thing is that you know, what happened after that? He wrote a script and then went on to sell his script in different studios. But no, everybody were okay with the script. But his ask was, he should be in the movie. Yeah, he should be in the movie that, you know, whoever buys the script. And you know, Sylvester Stallone at time in 1970s was not at all a known actor. And to add to his woes, he had a very slurred, you know, speech, and also a facial paralysis, which was a hindrance. But his determination was that if you have to take the script, then if you have to buy the script, then you have to take me as a hero in that movie. And that determination, in spite of having to, you know, to get a lot less, maybe 1/10 of what was offered only for the script. Imagine getting a free hero and also getting an excellent script and then doing a movie, and what loss. And that decision, and that, you know, and the determination that he went through, and said that I will, in spite of having or getting much lesser than what otherwise the script would have got, what a, you know, life-changing decision and determination he had. Now, this is what I think one has to carry on with. So believe in yourself, and I'm sure you can cross any hurdle. And as already our chief guest said that sky is the limit, and perhaps sky is not a limit at all for MICANs. And one last thing I want to pick up from the introduction that I gave from Kedar himself, because that is something that really touched me. And that was his purpose. He mentioned, interestingly, he mentioned about the purpose of life as well. And what he had written as his purpose is to unleash the hidden energy that brings success and happiness to people, business, and society. Such a profound statement. And I thought this is enough to tell what would one do in his life and how much he can reach. So I think, well said. Actually, I wanted to tell about this before you. He even said have a purpose in life. And I think that is great. One round of applause to our chief guest. And a MICAN, because we are so proud of you. Keep growing and keep shining. And thank you for all the, once again, congratulations. And I especially want to thank Mrs. Trivedi for being here. It was such a wonderful moment. You know, having to, I think if nothing, we all felt so connected, though I've not seen or met Professor J. Trivedi. I felt so touched and moved by what was spoken about him. So I think, this is what the moment of award was for all of us. A lot of emotions, a lot of happiness, and a lot of giving, and a lot of congratulations, and a lot of appreciations. So keep appreciating whatever happens around you, and keep challenging and winning. And we all wish you huge success, and hope to after tomorrow again, hope to see you come again and again back to MICA. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Geeta Hegde. I often wonder what my life purpose is. And after a lot of contemplation, I have decided that my life purpose is to make you people laugh. And while you are laughing and your mouth is open, put a dose of knowledge. जब तुम हंसोगे तो मुंह खुलेगा, और जैसे मुंह खुलेगा उसमें थोड़ा सा ज्ञान भर दो. So that is the life purpose. Now, this is the most awaited event of this award ceremony. As you know, our crafting creative communication students have made a couple of films, 1.5 minutes. They will like to showcase it like in every award ceremony, and I will invite Professor K.M. Simha to come on the stage and facilitate that. He will give a one sentence introduction to both the film, and there will be a third film on the journey. Will you like to come on the stage? You just ask them to start.
Okay, as part of the filmmaking module, the students are trained how to generate insights, and based on that insights, they write out a creative idea which is converted into a script. So these two scripts have come from an insight which was generated within the class. Yeah, that they will explain. Yeah. So we can start with YouTube.
Okay, so can you start?
Lights.
You work hard through the night. Hands up. You get hungry. You get hungry. You whip up something questionable, which makes you question everything. So you look for answers on an empty field in the middle of the night. When you look for answers on an empty field in the middle of the night, you ruin your big break. And without your big break, you don't win the Oscar. Don't not win the Oscar. The next time you're hungry in the middle of the night, order fresh food on Zomato. Zomato, the official sponsor of your big break.
This one is the journey. So this is a short film made by the students about the journey at MICA for CCC students. Well done, guys. It's all yours.
Keep it on. Put the, yeah.
Some nights I stay up, cashing in my bag. Some nights I call it a draw. Some nights I wish that minds could build a castle. Some nights I wish they just fall off. But I still wake up, I still see your gospel. Lord, I'm still not sure what I stand for. What do I stand for? What do I stand for? Most nights I don't know anymore.
Thank you. Now we are reaching to the end of this program, and I invite Professor Mini Mathur to give a vote of thanks.
So, coming to the end of the program, dear esteemed guests, my faculty colleagues at MICA, and graduating students. On behalf of the MICA community, we would like to extend our heartfelt gratitude to each one of you for making this Academic Excellence Award ceremony a great success. First and foremost, I would like to thank our distinguished guest, Mr. Kedar Lele, for taking time out of his busy schedule to grace us with his presence and for the sharing his wisdom and experiences with us. Your words has inspired all of us in the auditorium. I would like to express our sincere appreciation also to our President and Director, Professor Shailendra Raj Mehta, who kept guiding us despite his personal loss in last few months. Special thanks to Dean Professor Geeta Hegde, who just took charge few months back, but helped and guided us through each of the steps in conducting PGP program. Thanks to the registrar and his team for organizing the award ceremony perfectly. I would like to thank all my faculty colleagues who had really worked tirelessly to ensure that our students receive the best possible education. Your commitment to teaching and research has inspired our students to achieve their highest potential. Your guidance and mentorship have helped them to excel in their academic pursuits. I would also like to thank the administrative staff, which is including program office, examinations office, registrar's office, accounts, administration, IT, design, library, team interface, deans and directors' offices, who worked tirelessly behind the scenes to ensure that each event at MICA is a smooth and memorable one. Their hard work and dedication are really commendable. Finally, I would like to congratulate all the awardees on their remarkable achievement Your dedication, hard work, and perseverance has really paid off, and we are proud of your accomplishments. Your success is not only a testament of your academic excellence, but also to the Institute's commitment in providing world-class global education. A big thanks to all the students students at MICA, and wishing good luck to all the graduating students who are convocating tomorrow. While a lot of us were, when a lot of you were coming again and again, and we were, a lot of my colleagues said we are jealous. I was visualizing parents, and Hindi mein we say na, when they would have heard about it, they would have really felt great. So a very heartfelt thanks to all the parents, families, and friends of our graduates. I would like to express my gratitude for your unwavering support and encouragement throughout the journey of these students. Your love and encouragement has been instrumental in their success, and we thank you for trusting us entrusting us for this education that we gave to the students. So once again, thanks to all of you who made this ceremony and PGP program a memorable one for the students and the journey for us. Let us continue to strive for excellence and make a difference in the world. Thank you. Thanks a lot.